3, 2, 1, and we're back with a new and improved setup.
New and improved setup.
We had to take a week off to bring this new look to you.
Cheers up, brother. White Claw Wednesdays. We're
White
back
Claw
at
Wednesday.
it.
Probably thought it was over, but here we are.
No. We had to take a little hiatus.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know,
Yeah, explain to them what happened,
we're
right?
gonna explain for the fans.
Yeah.
Okay.
let them know why we weren't here. We wanted to be here.
We did. So actually, last time we were going to record.
Yeah.
We had planned a day to record because our schedules were getting a little hectic.
True.
And I think you were trying to get a job, and I was about to start grad school, and so we weren't going to be able to record.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're like, all right, let's do it like today or tomorrow or something like that.
It was a Sunday night.
It was because we were watching the Niners versus
The Niners blow out the Packers.
Yes, yeah. So basically, we were watching the game, and I was like, "Oh, Frank, come over. Let's watch the game, and then let's record." Right?
Yep.
And so we were watching the game, and we had cooked dinner, we were eating, and then we were both done, and Frank goes to put his plate into the sink, and he's walking into like my hallway, and he steps in water, and he's like, what is this?
I immediately thought, wait, neither of us have spilled anything this whole time.
Yeah.
What is this on the floor?
Yeah. And so my apartment started flooding
Water everywhere.
rapidly.
Rapidly. With dirty dirt water.
Yeah.
Disgusting water.
So basically, I'm not sure if I haven't even told you this, but so we're in San Francisco, and the backyard is like this. I don't know if you've seen the backyard.
You guys are on a hill.
We're on a hill.
Yeah, you're on the hill.
In the backyard, you have to climb stairs to get to the top, which there's like this little patio area.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so we're on a hill, and there's a street above us, which is higher up the hill, and there's a city pipe there that burst, and so water was flowing off the street down the hill, crossing this house over here. And I mean, we saw it flowing down that night, but we didn't think it was a big deal.
We were even laughing at it.
We were.
Yeah.
we
were like, wow, look at this. It's like I remember I even thought like, man, I'm so happy this isn't our problem.
Yes.
And then it became our problem, specifically your problem.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what's funny about it is I even commented, I was like, wow, it's crazy that, we stack so many people in these cities and we're able to handle situations like this without any harm. Because it was coming down this like canal type area.
Whole mud river.
A mud river.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, it's crazy. This is happening right next to the house and it's not getting damaged. Anyways, I spoke too soon because it ended up getting under the foundation of my apartment and coming up through the floorboards. And so me and Frank are eating. He steps in water, and there's just this like slow, almost like a slow progression of water taking over my living room. Mm-hmm. And so, long story short, we didn't record. We were on damage control for like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah. Towels everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And flash 2 weeks later, we just moved back in today. So,
is it 2 weeks?
It's been 2 weeks because I spent a week at my parents' house in Riverside.
Oh, okay, yeah, it has been 2 weeks.
And then I spent a week at an Airbnb.
Okay.
So that's why we couldn't record.
Yeah.
And
all the stuff was here, right?
Yeah, all the equipment was here. Yeah, I mean, I didn't take it with me or anything like
that. Exactly.
So, yeah, our apartment flooded. They had to redo the floors, dry everything up because, I mean, dude, water fucks things up.
True.
Man.
True.
That's why you don't want to live in a place that's going to be affected by global warming. Like
it's like on a cliff. Yeah.
Or what's another one?
Like Malibu,
Louisiana. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're fucked, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Water is terrible.
I always think of Iron Man's house in the Iron Man movies.
Oh, and it just
remember in the third one it gets destroyed. Yeah. It's all collapsing into the water.
But that was because
that was because of missiles, but at the same time an earthquake could have done that too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Yeah, was that a real house or was that all CGI? It's gotta be real.
I feel like it's a real house. I mean, the explosions, blowing up the house is CGI probably, but I bet it's a real mansion because it looks like just a crazy place to live.
Yeah.
And that reminds me.
They're not going to destroy the house, right?
True. Yeah. Did you hear about the tsunami?
Take it away from your face just a little.
Warning. Did you hear about the tsunami warning?
I didn't hear about this.
Florida apparently felt like that. There was like some super crazy big earthquake, and then apparently in like Miami near the Super Bowl area, they were feeling it. They felt like the ripples of it.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't think it's actually it's actually a tsunami happening, but it was just like a really strong earthquake.
When did this happen? Like
earthquake.
The other day?
It was earlier in the week. Yeah, I think it was right near the end of January, like January 28th or something like that.
No, I didn't hear about it. That's no joke though.
Yeah,
you don't want to mess around with that stuff.
Exactly, and it almost made me think like for a second, like, wait, is the Super Bowl gonna get taken out by a tsunami? But no, it's not happening.
Could you imagine? What if they built, because some stadiums they build them into the ground so they can save space, right? So they don't build out, they just build in.
Yeah.
Could you imagine you just see like a tidal wave coming over?
Engulfing the entire stadium.
Yeah, that would be something, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, basically, my apartment flooded. That's basically
and it had
what happened.
it had to get fixed up.
Yeah,
and now it's fixed up, so
we're back with new floors too.
Oh, yeah,
they look way better.
The new floors look really good.
Yeah, way better.
Yeah, still got the tape though. Still got the tape.
We do. We still have some tape. Again, we just moved in today. We still have a little boxes. It's so weird. I'm talking as if we moved into this apartment.
Like you haven't lived here before.
Yeah, exactly. But we had to move out. I mean, it was like that night.
Yeah.
It happened, which was on a Sunday. And then the Monday morning we were gone.
Did you drive to? Did you?
Yeah, we took off to Riverside.
You took off to Riverside, yeah. Okay.
Because we didn't know what to do, man. Yeah. I mean, it was stressful, bro.
Yeah, I feel. Did your, landlords, did they handle everything?
They're pretty cool about it. The problem is that, first of all, in terms of insurance and all this adult stuff with filing claims and talking to your agent, like, we're dumbasses, bro. Like, we don't know what we're doing.
Dude, I'm right there with you, man.
Yeah, exactly. Which, I mean, most people our age has. So,
man, why weren't they teaching us that in school?
I know, dude. What about taxes and all this stuff?
Yeah, like, why did we have classes on that?
Dude, why did I learn geometry? I mean,
I know.
It kind of comes into play when I'm, like, putting up pictures and stuff, but it's all common sense at the end of the day. Like, I'm not grabbing, the square root of, or the what is it, quadratic formula?
Quadratic formula, yeah. Exactly. Pythagorean theorem.
That's the one I'm looking for.
say math terms. It's like, yeah. I used to know how to do that.
Yeah, so we kind of got taken advantage of, I think, by our insurance company.
Yeah.
Because so we have renter's insurance, but since it was off property, they're like, no, we're not liable for your personal property. You have to file that with the city. And so we're like, bro, why are we?
Because like the water came from somewhere else. The damage happened not here.
It wasn't the property that we're staying at. It's fault. Like it was just sort of.
It wasn't like your shower blew up and water started pouring out. Yeah.
Their bathroom upstairs.
Started leaking from there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it makes sense.
But that's such a loophole.
It is, isn't it? It's just like.
It's like, what's the point of having insurance?
So stupid. And then they're pretty cool about it. They're like, at the end of the day, like, the city's gonna pay for everything, and if not, like, we'll help you guys out, and we'll fight the city for it. And it's like, okay, cool. So nothing to really complain about in terms of that. It has been difficult, but I mean, I feel like it's gonna happen to everyone at a certain point where your life's just like uprooted,
something,
and like all your plans for the week, all your plans for the month are just like
thrown out the window.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then and sometimes it's something that you can control. Yeah. So then it's like, I only have myself to blame. and then sometimes it's out of your control, like with what just happened with you.
Mm-hmm.
And that, in a way, I don't know. Do you think it's better to be like, have like a shitstorm of a situation hit you because you fucked up, or just because the world fucked up? Which one's easier to deal with?
I like the world fucking me over better because, first of all, I don't want to fuck myself over.
Yeah.
And I'd like to think that I wouldn't put myself in a situation where I would fuck myself over.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also, I mean, me and you have very similar philosophies that there's no alternative, is that the word? Altruistic.
Okay, altruistic
Being, or some deity that's like,
oh yeah
making things happen, like a god or something.
Yeah.
I just think that we live in the world we live in, and sometimes you have bad luck.
Exactly.
And you just have to deal with it, know. And some people have more bad luck than others, and and it's not because they're a worse person and someone's trying to punish them, or
just the way it is.
It's just the way it is.
Yep.
And so I'd rather it be that I just had some seriously shitty luck, and I'm okay with that, honestly. I mean, it's still tough, and like obviously, I'm definitely upset about it, and Amanda's upset about it, but it's not as if I'm letting it affect how happy I am or something like that. Or like, I don't think I'm a bad person. Which if I did this to myself somehow, like I left with the shower running or something, I would really hate myself.
No, it's a good point. Yeah, I agree with you. I've only had the. I've only
a little further away from your mouth.
I've only had the other one. Which is you screwed up.
What happened?
Well, with slow.
Oh, right,
getting kicked out of slow. Yeah, that was the
Oh yeah, I mean, but that's not really like. It's a similar situation.
Yeah, because I mean everything the shitstorm happens in the sense where like what you're saying, something catastrophic happens and then it affects all your future plans in the moment.
Yeah, okay. That's true. Very true.
And it was tough because it's tough being in the situation where you caused it, because then it's like, nah, man, I'm only mad at myself.
Well, I've been in situations.
But the
like
good
that
thing about those situations though is you're in it and that it's on you, so it's way easier to fix in a way.
Yeah, it's
easier to deal with.
It's easier to figure it out. The solution.
Exactly.
Or like, not the solution for it, but okay, how does this not happen again?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Whereas, I mean, that's definitely helpful for you to figure out. Okay, I fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
This is not going to happen again because I'm never going to do this. Whereas, like a situation where you just have bad luck, you're like, well, all right.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, whatever.
Whatever, man.
Shake it off. You know. Yeah. Yeah,
it makes you gritty. And I mean, I'm glad that it happened to me now rather than when I have a home, like
like a legit house.
I mean, who knows? Maybe I will have a flooding problem in the future too, but at least I'll be a little more prepared,
Yeah. I thought it was funny when you were out when everything was flooding and stuff. We were trying to sop it up with a towel. You kept asking me.
Explain like
I mean.
So what was going through your mind? Because going through my mind, like I was on damage control.
You know what? If I'm being honest with you,
like Frank steps in it and he's like, "Oh my god," something along those lines.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Get the blankets. Oh, I'm
get all the towels.
Get the towels. Everything.
Throw it on the floor."
And like poor Frank, like he's like, it is what it is, man. Like,
you were asking me, you're like, Frank, what do I do? You say, what do I do? And I'm like, I don't know what to do. You kept asking me. You kept saying,
yeah, like,
what do I do? And I said,
what do we do in this situation?
I was like, I don't know. But you know what I kept thinking of? I kept thinking, I'm going to tell this to Ryan later, but I kind of wish Michael and Scott were here right now. because that would have been hilarious. I just
Yeah.
would have loved to like, because like I could just imagine like they would have been like laughing the whole time.
Oh, yeah,
like
they
they're
would
like
not have
putting
been
the
helping
towels
at all.
around. Yeah, they would have been like cracking up.
They would
Yeah.
literally been dying in the corner and been like, Ryan, you're fucked.
I didn't say anything in the moment because I was like, it's not funny now. It'll be funny later.
No, it's for sure funny now. Yeah. I mean, it was a crazy experience. I mean, water just started flowing in.
Yeah, it was
We were
seeping in
literally-
from the cracks of the ground.
The
you know,
floorboards,
yeah, floorboards. Yeah.
And we were literally just tossing blankets at it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kept coming in.
Yeah.
And there's this little lip between my hallway
Mm-hmm.
and the living room.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a half-inch raise.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't want it to get in the hallway because that's
Yeah.
like kind of like it's the hallway to my bedroom, right? And I didn't
Yeah.
want my bedroom to get wet.
True.
And so what I was doing was I was soaking things up, and I was tossing them into the tub.
To
Just
the tub,
tossing, bringing them out, tossing, bringing them out.
Yeah, you
It
were
was crazy.
You were going. You were. You had your pants rolled
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
you had
yeah.
your sleeves rolled up, and you were just moving back and forth. And then it was hilarious when Amanda and her friends got back from their dinner thing, because then it was just sort of like all these people in like this
Too
little
much, dude.
in this little small area with the
Too
floor
much.
flooding.
It was like everyone was tracking water around.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We're not helping this situation.
No, we're not. Oh, man. And those towels and blankets were getting so wet.
Dude, I mean, it was literally this
Yeah.
much water.
Yeah,
in my living room.
yeah, it was like a little,
This much water.
a little over. Dude, speaking about water,
Yeah.
my
your favorite.
roommate,
Put it a little further away from here. It's getting very loud.
is it hurting your ears?
It's a little bit, yeah.
Okay. It's not hurting my ears, so that's the issue, is that I'm not.
Maybe I have bad ears. I honestly think I'm losing my hearing, dude.
Well, if you're losing your hearing, then I shouldn't be hurting your ears through being loud.
Maybe I have sensitive ears
Sensitive ears. Okay.
because they're damaged.
True. From all the music, all the loud music, right?
No, actually, it's from. So I have a theory, right? So my left ear
Mm-hmm.
is like. I honestly think I have worse hearing in my left ear.
Yeah.
Because Amanda was washing dishes one time.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know what I was doing, but I was like, I must have been like chopping meat or something. And I was kind of like, Amanda's here, I'm right here. And she drops a dish in the sink. And
So loud.
so loud. And I think that the way that our sink is located,
Mhm.
which has like two walls
This
right there.
here?
Right here,
Okay,
yeah. That all the sound waves just...
Echo.
And then just right into
Right
my
in your
left ear, dude. Because she was like, "Why? It wasn't that loud." And I was like, "Oh my god, my ear is ringing." And that's besides the point. But
Yeah.
I definitely think that I have some bad hearing.
Yeah. Well.
We'll see.
We shall see. You gotta give
I gotta
it.
get tested or something.
Yeah, and then you gotta give it, till you're like, getting up there in age and getting to that age where it's like, oh, you're you're losing it. It's the repeat, like people having to repeat things, like being at like Blaze, like for where I started working. Perfect example.
Yeah, Frank just got a new job.
Yeah, Blaze Pizza. I took my pizza career from family
New
and
level,
I
man.
took it to corporate. You know,
Yeah.
and
How
as
is it, dude?
it's exactly what I thought it was going to be in a way.
Okay.
It's exactly what I thought it
What
was
did you
going to be.
expect?
What I expected was my skills to translate from topping and like saucing and cheesing pizzas, which is exactly what happened. That's the stuff that I'm good at and I'm fast at. I've already gotten compliments from fellow employees about how quick I am already, but
Hell yeah,
it's
dude.
like, it's because I know I have a lot of practice. So that part is nice. And then the other part that is also didn't surprise me at all is the fact that I kind of knew that going in, the whole free pizza per shift thing, that
Really?
no, that's not a thing at Blaze.
No.
And I knew
Okay,
that.
yeah,
I
that
knew
makes
that going
sense,
in
though,
because
yeah.
like with a family owned place,
Yeah, Capone's for
Capone
sure.
is
hooked it
like
up.
that makes
Yeah.
sense, and even that was the other great thing about Capone's is you could fudge the whole, like, because you were supposed to it's only a small pizza, but people would fudge the rule all the time. I would ask to make bigger things and still get it for free, but
Yeah, it's fine.
but when you work at a place like Blaze, big corporation, we have to pay for the food. I mean, we get a 50% discount.
Yeah, it's all the discount stuff, but you still have to go through it. Yeah.
I learned an interesting insider secret about Blaze Pizza.
Oh, do tell.
And I'm just gonna share it. So anybody listening, this is a big secret, and this might.
I hope this blows up in your face.
I hope it doesn't blow up in my face, but it might make you like think like, don't. It might make you not want to go to Blaze.
Insider secret, huh?
So yeah.
I'm trying to guess. I'm thinking food safety.
No, it's nothing really health standards.
Employees are ripping someone off.
It's nothing really like that. I mean, I guess you could say it's kind of a ripoff, but so I found out each pizza costs $2 to make. Okay,
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
But you're walking in there and like the cheapest pizza is $6, $7.
$6-7,
and that's for like just a cheese pizza.
They probably make.
I mean, I get it. Like, I mean, it's a corporation. You gotta make a profit, and yeah, and I mean, and it's not that crazy to me because the pizza's not that big. It's not a lot of dough or anything.
Well, if you're buying a lot of dough, yeah, it's thin crust.
So just the normal original crust.
Yeah, well, that's how they pop them out.
$2 a pizza.
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were getting deep dish.
Yeah.
And you had a line like that, kind of like Chipotle.
Exactly.
It doesn't work.
And
those things need to cook for like 45 minutes.
And that's the other big. I mean, it's a big difference between Capone's too, because at Capone's we would get orders and we're all in the back and we're all just tossing pizza.
Whereas this is different.
It's like 3 pizzas pop up and you're working with 2 other people at the pizza table, and this at Capone's, and each of you would make a pizza. But at Blaze you have like 4 people on the assembly and everybody's like a section. So like I'm standing at sauce and cheese, so I sauce and cheese, and then I hand the pizza down to the next employee and say, oh, she'll help you with what's next. And that's a funny thing I haven't gotten good at, is I'm having a hard time learning names of other employees.
I'm bad with names too.
and it sucks because it's like we all have name tags, but our name tags are on our hats, so it's which I don't like, which I'm not about.
That's weird, bro.
It's weird.
That's really weird.
It's harder because you're not always at an angle where you're like, where you can see, because we're supposed to wear the name tag on the right side of our hat. But we're
so if a person's on the left side,
I don't know what their name is. So I'm pretty every time time I'm saying, oh, she'll help you out. But then when someone is like handing it to me, they'll be like, Franklin will help you out, and it's just like I'm like, oh well, I mean,
sorry,
shit, yeah, I don't know.
No, don't worry about it. You'll get to know everyone.
Yeah, I think.
How many employees are there?
There's a lot.
I mean, it's got to be a lot, right?
Yeah.
It's all part time. Maybe just the manager.
It's mostly part time with a. I think the upper management people they're full time, and then there's one person who's full time, and actually I found this was a rumor. I don't know if this is true, but apparently she.
Wow, already getting to.
I'm already getting some rumors.
Dirty dog.
So apparently one of our main prep people, she works full time. Apparently her son is married to the guy who hired me. So the guy who hired me, Andy.
Got it.
Andy is married to the son.
So she's dating an employee's dad.
No.
Yes.
Listen. Right?
Okay. Go ahead.
The guy who hired me, Andy.
Yeah.
Okay. His husband. That husband's mother.
Yeah.
Is a prep person at Blaze. A full-time prep person.
Got it.
Yeah.
So an employee's husband's mom works there.
Exactly.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, but it's just because she works under, like
him.
She has a son-in-law. And she works for her son-in-law. Her son-in-law is her boss.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's just crazy, like a small world, you know what I mean? It's just like, whoa.
At Blaze Pizza.
And Blaze Pizza, yeah.
Like a family.
Exactly.
Thing,
Exactly.
You know?
I thought that was funny when I found that. I was like, okay. And I'd noticed the wedding ring on Andy when he hired me, and he didn't seem straight, so I believed the story when it was told me. I was like,
there you
okay,
go.
yeah, that
there
makes
you
sense.
go, man.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy it though? What's going on?
I do. I like it, and you know what else I love about it is.
sorry, Frank.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
It's okay.
Just, you keep going closer.
Don't. It's because I wanna talk in the mic. Don't edit out the mic pullaways. They're funny.
No, I won't. Of course not. We're working out the kinks. You know?
We're working out this new setup.
What's unique about this podcast? Not the table, Frank.
Not the
podcast
the table. Yeah.
Is we are the hosts.
Yeah.
And the producers.
That's true.
Of this podcast, so we got to do a little something. You know, during the podcast, you might just go like this, and we're just trying to keep it professional, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Man, what was I even saying?
I was asking you, how do you like it?
I like it because it's always crowded. You know.
Yeah, it's always popping.
It's always popping.
Well, what days do you work?
Well, I'm gonna be working Mondays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Mondays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Yeah. So I mean,
what are your hours?
We'll be fine. Like I'll either be working, like,
because those are literally like my free days.
Yeah. I know. I won't work.
We'll figure it out.
I haven't been scheduled for 4 days yet. Those are just my 4 days of availability.
You're open. Okay.
Those are my 4 days that I'm open.
Okay.
And there's always and there's a good chance where I have shifts that are like 11 to 4.
Cool.
So we'll don't worry, we'll have time.
Well, you know, the fans want the White Claw Wednesdays.
The fans need the White Claw Wednesdays,
and we're gonna
keep them coming, man.
Yes, we are. So for anyone that doesn't know, Frank and I just started school.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Frank's been in school.
I just finished my first week. Yeah, first week.
Exactly,
yeah.
And so did I. So we do go to the same school.
We do go to the same school.
However, not the same campus.
No.
So I'm in the downtown campus.
Yeah,
doing an MBA.
And I'm at the regular bachelor's undergrad campus.
So Frank just got a job.
Yeah.
So schedules are pretty tight right now.
Hectic.
And we just started this podcast. So we're gonna be cooking, man.
Yeah.
We gotta keep this going.
Yeah, we do. Especially with these new toys that you got us.
You know, we just invested. Shout out to our sponsor, by the way. We really appreciate Ryan's bank account.
Yeah, Ryan.
Continued support throughout this entire.
You know, Ryan, I'll be honest
podcast.
with you. I'm
How
flattered.
good is that, though?
I'm flattered with you calling me the producer, but you're more the producer than I am.
Well, we both produce it.
Yeah.
You've got you have the external hard drive.
I have the external hard drive.
Store all our podcasts on.
And the laptop that we record on.
And the laptop that has enough storage so we can record
each
one
episode.
Full session.
Yeah, it works out.
No, we're both producers, man.
Yeah, okay. I appreciate that, yeah. Well, I had it. We got off topic, but I was going to mention...
Yeah.
We were talking about water fucking shit up. My roommate...
we're way back, man.
My roommate, Karsten, the one you met him.
Yeah, I know.
Surfer guy.
Yeah.
He finally had his first... he finally did his first surfer thing, you know. And what I mean by surfer thing, I mean really fucking stupid thing.
Cha dude.
Yeah, cha dude. Exactly. So, yesterday I get back from work about 4, and I want to take a shower because I'm all greasy from the pizza stuff.
4 p.m.
4 p.m. Yeah.
Okay.
Karsten, my roommate, he just got back from the beach. He got back before me, so he got the shower first. So he's taking a shower. I'm waiting for him. He gets out of the shower. I go to take a shower. I take a shower. It's totally fine. Just normal shower.
Mm-hmm.
He comes into my roommate Cameron and our room when I'm getting dressed, and he says, "Hey Cameron, I know that you got that one red pokey tool to fix the toilet a couple months ago, and I know you ended up not using it. Can I use that? Cause I feel like the shower drain, it's not draining like good, you know, like it's not really, you know, something's messed up. Something needs to be cleared out." And
it's just a poking thing where you
it's just like a giant like plastic red stick that you stick. It's for like you just declogging basically.
You just poke gunk out of it, yeah.
And Cameron says, "Yeah, sure, use it." So Karsten starts, digging around in the shower.
The toilet.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I lost you.
The shower drain.
The shower. Right.
Starts digging around in the shower drain with this red thing, and he's in there, and he ends up breaking it off, like it snaps. He doesn't get it stuck in there, but he just breaks the thing, and it's sort of the end of his. Let me fix the shower drain. So I broke the camera, and he throws it away, and then for some reason, he takes another shower. I don't. He takes another shower,
Uh-huh.
and then at this point, I'm all done with my, getting back into my comfortable after work
For sure.
setup. So I'm chilling in my room, and he comes in and he says, "Oh, guys, the water in the shower, it's not going down now."
Oh, is it Carson?
Oh, and I was like, "Oh, wow, okay." So I mean, I didn't say this to him, but
yeah.
in my own head, I was like, okay, so Carson, you just identified a problem that wasn't a reality, okay? Because I had just taken a shower before he says, "Oh, I need to fix the shower."
Yeah.
And the shower was working fine.
Yeah.
There was no water up at my feet. The water was draining. I was
Yeah.
standing on dry bathtub. No,
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, there's a problem." He comes up with this imaginary problem, and then he goes to fix the imaginary problem, and then all he does is he removes the imaginary from the imaginary problem, and he literally created the problem that he was trying to fix. There wasn't a problem.
Right.
So he went to go fix the no problem, and then he made the problem that he was trying to fix. So now our
it's
shower,
clogged.
totally clogged. You can't shower unless you want to be standing
What?
in a bathtub.
How did he do that?
Oh, by just taking a red thing and just shoving it in.
And it broke.
Yeah, all he
But he
did.
took it out.
No, he wasn't declogging anything. Imagine you have a pipe.
Yeah.
And it's full of hair.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah, yeah.
it's a shower pipe.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Basically what he did was he took a plastic thing,
And just
shoved and just pushed it all into just down.
Clumped.
Just clumped it.
I
He just
got you.
clumped it all.
You know what you need?
So now we have a service request put in, and we're supposed to have someone come and fix our shower tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let them do it.
Yeah, but we have a broken shower, and the funny thing is he breaks it yesterday, and he doesn't deal with it and kind of finally say like, okay, I fucked up. He doesn't. That doesn't hit him until 24 hours later, till today when he puts in the service request. 24 hours later. So I got to take a couple showers, with the puddle, with standing in a puddle. The first one I did was I did it super fast. Did it like a minute and a half shower, so I didn't have a lot of water building up around my feet.
How did it not?
The second
spill
shower,
out?
I wore my slips, my flippies into the shower. So I was standing in water. I mean, but it's got a lot of time to fill up. It's a big and it's a shower, and it's still technically like something's coming down, but it's just not enough to actually move. So right now we just have like a flat level of water in our shower.
I got you. Yeah, you need Drano, man. That's what you need.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's like a chemical that breaks down all that gunk in hair.
Yeah, it's just funny how
Here's fun.
this was never a problem until he
starts creating a problem.
Until he literally created the problem. I was like,
"This is your screensaver, bro."
Yeah, I can explain that.
All right. So I want to talk about this week. We literally just introed for like 30 minutes. But dude.
Who cares,
We're
dude?
just going slow.
Yeah.
All right. So first topic, I guess. City College of San Francisco wins back accreditation. Accreditation.
Okay.
Thank you. I don't know why I can't speak. After years of uncertainty. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, the Community College of San Francisco has been fighting to get its accreditation back for 5 years.
What does accreditation mean?
So, basically that you're recognized for the degrees that you give. So, for instance, there was
So you mean to tell me if someone got a degree 2 years ago from City College San Francisco, nobody would look at it as meaning anything?
Well, I don't know how it works legally because they've been fighting it.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know how it works.
I feel like that's the dumb way of looking at it. Like that simple, super simplified outside perspective. Don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I would say that then. Probably. That would be my guess. But basically, oh shoot, dude, can you open it again?
Yeah, I got you.
Basically, an accreditation is when like all the good universities have accreditation.
Yeah.
Right. So that means that their degree is actually worth something, right?
Yeah.
Because I could just create a university and just be like,
True.
oh, hey, here's your degree from Thanazo University.
Shouts out the film Accepted, starring Justin Long.
I'm not accredited, right? So like my degree doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
right? Which is important. Like we should have these, governing bodies that decide, okay, this is actually a good program.
Yeah.
Right? And so the reason I'm bringing it up, obviously they won it back, which is good, right?
Yeah.
Obviously. Dude, what? You have like a 10-second timer on this?
I think I have 30 seconds.
Bro.
I have 30 seconds.
Mine barely shuts off. Okay, I'll just keep doing this.
It's my birthday, by the way. Did for the passcode.
Oh, okay.
For next time.
I was like, it's not your birthday today.
Yeah,
Don't try and trick me.
No, it's not. Don't worry.
It is on Monday.
It is on Monday. True.
Also, caveat: we will not be talking about the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
which we are releasing this on Wednesday.
Yeah, see,
let's
that's
just do this
thing.
really quick, man. Because
let our fans know that we don't record on Wednesday. Because you just gave it away right there by saying my birthday was on Monday.
Are you kidding me? We're gonna do a podcast after the Super Bowl and not talk about the Super Bowl? That's just not gonna happen. So basically, our analysis of the Super Bowl, which we will be talking about, is gonna be on the following Wednesday.
Yes,
which is gonna be like February
12th.
12th. Okay.
Yeah, Super Bowl breakdown February 12th. A little late, but
yeah. So we're recording this on Saturday, the day before the Super Bowl, just
day
because
before the Super Bowl. Yeah, February 1st. Yeah. And then which is my birthday's
so
Monday,
yeah.
February 3rd. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So wish him a birthday. Okay, so let me get into this. So after a 5-year dispute with the Oversight Commission that sought to revoke its accreditation, City College of San Francisco, one of the nation's largest community colleges, has been reaffirmed for a full term of 7 years, school officials said. Basically, the battle involved a series of lawsuits. This is the Los Angeles Times, by the way, to cite the source. Contentious battle that involved a series of lawsuits, critical state audits of the commission, and other public challenges by political leaders, blah, blah, blah. Basically, the school was having a lot of problems, right, to lose their accreditation. And the governing body said, okay, well, we're not going to take this anymore, right? And so they lost their accreditation. And now San Francisco, that's all I really need to do.
Okay.
Now San Francisco fought it and got it back. Do you know what's unique? Well, maybe not unique, but pretty unique about the city of San Francisco, or the college of the community college?
Yeah. What about it?
Do you know?
No, I don't.
It's free.
It's free?
It's free if you live in San Francisco.
What?
So here's the question.
Damn.
How crazy is that, right?
No, that was a thing.
Yeah, so if you're a resident of San Francisco, you
Yeah.
can go to the community college for free.
Damn.
Yeah. So imagine RCC being free.
Class registration must be a bitch.
I bet it. Well, it has the largest, or one of the largest student bodies for a community college.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So free community college. It's a thing. I didn't know that.
Oh, it is. Yeah. New York has some as well, and there are other small programs that admit a small amount of people. But basically, I'm bringing this up because one of the big topics of our time, basically, of the current, the present, is student loan debt. And
should college be free?
College should be free, right?
Should be free.
And so, I mean, I'm all for it, right? Like, I like the idea. Like, it's a great idea, Free college. Who doesn't want free college,
Yeah.
But that comes with a lot of caveats, and I think that the City College of San Francisco wasn't able to mitigate all those caveats, which is why they were at first I'm not sure, they're demoted from their accreditation. What do you think, man? Because on one hand, you have, okay, free college should be a right. Everyone should have a right to higher education.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, you have, well, free college is not higher education. And maybe it is, right? Maybe, okay, there's a select few of universities where higher education can be very beneficial. But then what's your incentive, right?
Yeah.
Like, if I'm going to university and I'm not paying anything.
True.
What are the logistics of that, right? Like, there's no incentive.
Yeah.
Like, if I fail a class, I'll just do it next year, right? I mean, the incentive is you're losing your time, right?
True.
But you're not really losing your money. And
Mhm.
I feel as if, I mean, in my opinion, college definitely needs to cost money. Like, you definitely have to invest in yourself to
Yeah.
get invested in by the university with a degree. And at the same time, I also don't think that people should be leaving college with, over $100,000 in debt or $50,000
True.
for that matter, because that's
True.
just ridiculous, right? Like,
Yeah.
we're crippling
Students.
like, dude, imagine you right now,
Yeah.
$40,000 of debt.
Yeah.
And then by the end of next year, you're in 50,000.
Yeah.
It's a what is that?
What is that face? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's.
What do you think? I mean, we obviously don't have the answers, but I mean, I just am bringing it up because I think it's a topic that
Well,
merits
here's.
discussion.
Well, I don't see anything wrong necessarily with having a free community college. Is community college
Definitely not free.
But do people only? I feel like people say city college now. Like, people don't say community
City
college
yeah,
anymore.
okay, yeah, city college.
Because everybody, because I feel like people call like RCC, like they call it
It's a
Riverside City College. Yeah.
You're right.
But it's like, can I call it community?
I think when it has
Shout
the
out
city's
community.
name in it, I think it's a city college.
Okay.
But when you have La Sierra, that's a community college.
Oh, dude, that
Shout out to Riverside.
bro,
and La Sierra.
that makes perfect sense
Yeah,
because
it's a community within Riverside.
I've been watching
Yeah.
a lot of the TV show. There's a TV show called Community,
Mm-hmm.
and I highly recommend it. And it's a comedy about a community college, but
I bet it's great.
it dude, it's hilarious. It's created by Dan Harmon, who's one of the co-creators of Rick and Morty, and it's a really great show because it's sort of meta, which is basically means self-referential in a way.
It's meta.
Meta. You know how Deadpool's meta? Like, Deadpool knows he's in a movie.
Take this away from. I'm sorry, dude.
There's a character in Community who knows he's in a TV show.
Oh,
So,
I see.
yeah.
So it's kind of like almost like the last season or the last two seasons of The Office.
Yeah, but
They knew they were getting
less
recorded.
because that was supposed to be like a documentary. This is
Okay,
more
okay.
so like he knows he's in a TV show, so he like analyzes what's happening like it's a TV show.
Got it.
And everybody's like, it's not a TV show, and it's like it's really funny.
It's unique for sure. Yeah.
And what you say about the whole rule between what makes it a city college or what makes it a community college, it makes sense because, it's Greendale Community College, and it's not like
There's a city named.
it's not like it's a city named Greendale.
Yeah.
It
It just makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, don't quote me, but that's what I think, right? Like,
Yeah, that theory makes sense for the way I'm thinking about it. But yeah, like going back to the whole, whether it's free or not, I think, being someone who has attended a city college,
I have two, by the way.
true, you have true.
Summer classes. Gotta stay ahead.
So, I'd say that I don't really see an issue with having the school be free.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it makes sense with a place like San Francisco,
Mm-hmm.
where the rent is supposed to be high and the general spirit is supposed to be loving.
Right, but here's my question, right? Like, I agree that it makes sense.
Yeah.
But is it plausible? Because I feel like San Francisco is like being tested right now,
Yeah.
And obviously they just won the battle for 7 years, but
Okay, true.
what about after 7 years? I mean, they originally got it taken away. Right?
Yeah.
And then they had to fight for it,
Yeah.
which, more power to them. And if they really did win it back, then obviously they should have it.
Mm-hmm.
But for instance, the same article that I was reading talks about how the last university to have their accreditation taken away was a college based in Compton, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what happened with that, but I'm not sure that was free. So I guess I shouldn't
Yeah.
reference that. But I mean, for San Francisco, again, it sounds great. Like, I do agree that certain colleges should be free and you should be able to get a certain level of higher education. But is it plausible? Practically, yeah. I mean, if it's practical, right? Like that would benefit people.
Who gives them money though? How did
The
they?
city pays for it.
The city pays for it.
The city pays for it.
So you get.
Maybe they were just admitting too many people, or maybe there's just too many freaking people in this city.
There are
so many people. I don't know how they handle it.
I've that's what the average employee at Blaze is either attending City College or going to San Francisco State. So
yep.
But
there you go.
But now I didn't. That's interesting about the whole free thing.
Yeah, I think if you're a resident in San Francisco and you're registered to vote in San Francisco, you get it for free. But maybe there's some caveat, like you have to have lived here for more than like a couple years or something. But so that doesn't mean that everyone attending is paying free tuition. However, the vast majority of it, since it is a San Francisco City College.
Interesting. Kobe. Rest in peace.
Rip, dude.
Dude, it's pretty
heartbreaking.
It's pretty it's pretty crazy how many people who are like hurt by it, you know, how many people who didn't know him felt like they lost like a friend, you know, like, you know, Jake Starbones, his grandma crying afterward. And I was like, you know.
Well, dude, you got to think. I mean, there's so many Lakers fans that grew up with Kobe.
Yeah.
And like that dude.
And he's like, he's an icon.
He is not even an icon for the Lakers, but an icon for
just the world.
The world, dude.
Yeah. I mean, just think about like the trash can. Yeah, everybody says Kobe when they shoot. It's like, oh man.
It's really heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And it's tragic because, I mean, obviously he had that little situation with his wife. You know, he got caught cheating, and then.
Oh yeah.
And then
You talking about the sexual assault thing back in 2003?
No, that wasn't it actually.
There was another cheating thing with the wife?
I'm pretty sure he got caught cheating, but the sexual assault thing was never proved.
Yeah, that was settled outside of court.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm not throwing that out there like that's true because I really have no idea.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, since then he's been such a clean slate guy. And when you see him anytime he's with his family.
Yeah.
And dude, it's so sad because
his daughter was with him.
Listen, we live in a world of humans.
Mm-hmm.
We don't live in a world of gods, right?
True.
Kobe's a human. Humans make mistakes.
Yeah.
And that dude was such a icon, like we were saying.
Yeah.
And I mean, in terms of like how big he was to the world, I really don't think you can get much higher, man. There's maybe 100 people higher than him for the world, I would think.
Oh, dude, I don't even know about 100. Like
maybe
level like saying. Icon. Like we
so high up there in terms of
like just how big he is,
stature. I mean,
yeah, status and stuff. You know?
Status, yeah. I mean, dude, it's just it's tough, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And if you hear about how it happened, and it's just like,
yeah,
bro, that is just ripped.
Yeah,
ripped away,
and
man.
it's something that like, you know, you hear it's a helicopter crash, and then you think maybe like, oh, why did he fly a helicopter? But then you read about it and you read that he owned a chopper and he'd been flying his helicopter for you know, ever since he wanted to beat the traffic as a Laker. So yeah, he's been doing that for a really long time. So it's like it was just like another day kind of thing, you know, like just another Sunday. Yeah, man, it's and then with it's interesting. Some at the Lakers game last night, they all wore Kobe warm-ups with either 8 or 24.
Yeah.
Are you more of a tough. Yeah, that was rough.
It was tough. They won tonight though.
But you know, and I think that kind of like goes along with, because they were playing the Trailblazers last night.
Yeah.
And Damian Lillard went off.
Yeah, he's wet, bro.
And I think that speaks to the fact that the whole Kobe death, like you think like, oh, Lakers, they're gonna win their first game back.
No, I think it affected them.
I mean, yeah, it affected them, but at the same time, you think like, oh, it would give them a special kind of strength to win. But even Kobe was such an icon that everybody was affected around the league. So you have players like Damian Lillard who looked up to Kobe probably just as much as, you know, everybody else playing in the game.
Yeah, I mean, literally, most teams did I don't know. I mean, I think all teams did the 24 shot clock
Violation thing. Yeah. So it's one of those things where it really inspires everybody to be, you know, to play really well. You know, it's not just like the Lakers are gonna get a surge of like, you know, let's do this for Kobe. It's like everybody's like, you know, this game's for Kobe because he's like he was that big, you know.
Yeah, he was just such a role model.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Do you more of a 24 era or number 8 era?
You know, I'm honestly 8, bro.
Yeah.
I was really into the Lakers like when I was young.
Really?
Really young.
Yeah.
And then I started getting more into soccer, and that's when he started doing the 24.
The 24, yeah.
Yeah, back when he had the fro. Well, he didn't have a fro, but he had the hair basically.
Yeah. The little mini fro. Yeah.
And then I mean, I definitely still watched when he was 24.
24, yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely a Kobe 8 guy. In fact, I had a Kobe jersey way back in the day, man.
Really?
Number 8, yeah.
Damn.
Me and my brother, and I wish I still had that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I must have sold it or yard sale or something.
Yeah, I got a Kobe shirt on right here. This is part of the Mamba era, the 24 era.
Oh shit!
Little
dude.
Nike Air.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I prefer the you know, the number 8 with Shaq, you know, the three-peat with Shaq.
Yeah.
I kind of like, in terms of just like looking back on his history, I like that era better.
This one's for Kobe.
I like that era better because he wasn't, you know, beating up on the Suns that bad back then. You know, it was more, he did more damage to the Suns in terms of playoffs when he was 24.
Yeah, well, you either were, I mean, when he was with Shaq, he was number 8, and then he had Pau Gasol 24.
24, Pau Gasol was the guy. Yeah,
that was kind of like the duo.
And
then there was
he had the 3-peat with Shaq as number 8, and then he had the 2-peat with Gasol as 24.
Gasol, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and that the Lakers, that Kobe Shaq Lakers team is still the only team in the 21st century to 3-peat. Yeah, because the Warriors couldn't do it. God.
Dude,
imagine being up 3-1 and then not being able to pull it out. I'll never get over that.
I'll never die.
It's
never gonna die, dude.
It's like I just think of that like, guys, there were 3 games. All you needed to do was win one more.
I think we watched the last 2 together.
Oh, we probably did. Yeah,
because
we probably did.
I remember you saying like, we were at your house. I think we watched the last one at your house.
Yeah.
And you were like, dude, the Warriors got it. Like, game 7, it's at Oracle.
Like, I do remember saying that, actually.
Yeah,
I do remember saying that. I really did think they had it.
I mean, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've always had mad respect for LeBron, so I'm not surprised it happened. But
it definitely is going to be the only ring he ever got for Cleveland. I mean, it's still cool he got him a championship.
That's dope, dude.
I
wonder what
do you think he's gonna
relationship with him now.
He wants to get a ring so bad now.
If he doesn't do it this year, I don't know, man. Because other teams are getting, like, Lakers are really good. They're really, really good, but
I just don't think there's like a dominant team right now that is like the clear winner,
front runner. Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel as if the Lakers could get beat by a playoff team. Like, I wouldn't be surprised at this point. You know,
exactly.
But I don't know. I mean, we haven't seen LeBron in the playoffs last year, so maybe
exactly.
Like,
we haven't seen LeBron in the playoffs
until
he comes back in the playoffs. Yeah, and this time he's got Anthony Davis with him too. So
exactly.
Yeah, it was.
We'll see. It's a good season so far, and I'm excited for the rest. But I mean, going back to Kobe, and his daughter, dude.
I know, dude.
How rough is that? I mean,
And then there were 7 other people on the chopper with him.
Yeah, a whole family, dude. There
was a whole entire family in there.
Well, not a whole family, which is worse because it was the mom and dad and daughter, and they had another. They had another child as well.
And then the pilot.
It's just terrible. I wonder why.
What happened?
So I've heard multiple reports, and I haven't really dug into it. I've more been on the memorial videos rather than the investigative videos.
Yeah.
But there's 2 reports saying it ran into a hill, or they crashed into a hill, which, I mean, is obviously true that they ended up crashing into a hill. But I don't know if it was because they just flew into it.
Yeah.
Or if it kind of like, whoa, what's going on? And then they crashed, right? And then another report is that it caught fire midair.
Yeah.
So I actually have some firsthand experience because the fog. So because of the flood, we actually drove back to Riverside. And dude, the morning of, we drove. We were driving up
in the morning.
Thousand Oaks is right there. Like, we were driving right by it. And it was foggy, man. And it was foggy where we were driving, so I can't even imagine what was up there.
What it was like trying to fly a chopper.
Crazy is Amanda's like, oh my god, like, I was driving and Amanda's like, oh my god, guess who died? And like, she's not really into basketball or anything like that, so she didn't really like know how I was gonna react. She's like, guess who died? And I was like, I don't know. She's like, Kobe. And I literally was just like, wait, what? Like, no, what? And she was telling me, and I was like, babe, we drove right through there.
Damn.
And it was foggy, dude. So I mean, I believe that people are like, oh, like, the fog, the fog. I'm like, it was bad. So I mean, I don't know. This is tough, man. It's a tough situation. I feel bad for his family, and I mean, the fans will survive, dude. The fans will survive, man.
True, they will.
Could you imagine if the Lakers got a ring this year?
Yeah, ring for Kobe.
How long have we been going?
Let's see. We're at 56 minutes.
56 minutes. All right. Let's.
So we can do a
quick
wrap up topic or something.
Quick topic. Go ahead.
Quick topic.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Your choice, man.
Really good.
Really
good.
Okay.
And I recommend it if you're a fan of sports movies.
Oh, okay.
And also,
where is it related in that?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, right. It's like, wait, like, what? Sports movie? No, dude. If really, and I think that's why I didn't get it a lot of Oscar love, because it's really based around basketball and betting on basketball. And I also recommend it if you're into movies where your main character that you're following doesn't want to improve their situation and just keeps, like, imagine you have a shovel and you're in a hole and you're supposed to get out of the hole, but all you can do is just continue to dig, and you're just going deeper and deeper. That's kind of what Adam Sandler's playing.
It's a gambler. Like,
it's an addictive gambler.
Yeah, addictive gambler.
Yeah.
Like, so, like, I'm gonna keep going, and you're gonna win big.
Because you're like, wait, you just won, but now you're taking those winnings and putting them here. Wait, what? Stop it. Yeah. So it's like 2 hours of just, just a downward spiral of an addicted gambler. And then, you throw in the basketball sprinkling with Kevin Garnett, and then you throw in the Weeknd sprinkling, and it's just,
it's good.
The Weeknd's part is, oh my God. He's not in the movie for that long, but when he's in the movie, he's performing in a club.
Oh, I bet it's lit.
And it's very cool.
So cool.
They could have just taken his MP3 and just thrown it on the movie, but you know what they had? They had him sing live with the cameras rolling. So you're actually getting to hear the Weeknd singing live, like, as you're watching the movie.
That's
so
cool.
Very cool.
I bet the sound quality is amazing too.
Dude, and he sounded so
good.
Just for that, really, just for the Weeknd scene, it kind of the whole, and what he, I don't want to spoil anything, but what the Weeknd does in, like, his, like, after performance scene is just exactly what you imagine the Weeknd did back, because it's set in 2012. And everything about the movie lines up perfectly with the time period. So you have Kevin Garnett, who's in his last season with the Celtics, and he's in this playoff run. And this playoff run was in 2012 playoffs. And the Celtics, this was Kevin Garnett's last year on the Celtics, they went to the Eastern Conference Finals, and they lost to the big three in Miami, you know, LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. And so the whole movie is based around the Celtics, you know, playoff run. So it's set in 2012. So it lines up perfectly with the Weeknd's rise of fame, which was end of 2011, beginning of 2012. So the whole movie is super accurate in terms of, you know, real life
timeline.
Yeah, timeline. Nice. So that's what makes it a lot of fun too. So, you know, I recommend it if you're a fan of, you know, The Weeknd or sports, or Adam Sandler. Yeah, because Adam Sandler kills it too.
But if you're a fan of Adam Sandler, I don't think this is the same type of movie though.
Yeah, but it is though, because he's still like being.
No, when I think of a fan of Adam Sandler, I think of my dad.
Yeah, but your dad would like this movie.
See, I haven't seen it, so okay.
Your dad would like this movie.
I trust you to say that for sure.
Your dad would like, because
I thought when I said my dad, you'd be like, oh yeah, no way.
Oh no, he'd like it. Oh yeah,
he enjoys that Adam Sandler humor.
Yeah.
That's like,
and that's the thing about this movie is you still have that. There's still moments where it feels like you're watching a Sandler movie.
I mean, he plays like a weird character, right?
He plays a weird character, and he's got a love interest who leads to a lot of funny scenes.
Nice.
And she is just absolutely stunning too. And I'm pretty sure it was her first acting role, and she killed it.
Wow, good for her.
And yeah, so Uncut Gems, highly recommend it, even though it got no Oscar love. But you know, that's just how it is with those some movies. You know,
I don't even want to comment on it.
Yeah, you can't like I said,
never predict that type of stuff.
This movie is for people who like basketball, sports, and people who just kind of love The Weeknd, and that description does not describe anybody of the Academy. You know, the Academy members are not The Weeknd fans, and they're not
Teen Choice Awards are.
They're not sports fans either. Yeah, Teen Choice. Exactly.
How crazy is that, by the way?
That he won for Can't Feel My Face.
He won for Can't Feel My Face, which literally the title is like, I'm so fucked up.
Yeah.
I can't feel my face.
Yeah.
And he wins for a
specifically cocaine.
Yeah. Teen's Choice Award.
I know.
Modern times, man.
You can get it. You can. But you know what? You know what I like about that? Last little idea.
Yeah, go ahead.
I dare anybody to go back and listen to some old music, you know, like 60s, 70s, whatever. And I guarantee the popular stuff, although they're not, you know, saying fuck, shit, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We've been singing about doing drugs and fucking for the beginning of music.
Bro.
Yeah, for literally the beginning of music.
The Beatles,
all about drugs,
exploded when drugs exploded.
Yeah. When my mom was first teaching back in the 90s.
Yeah. She
tried to do a little Beatle group choir thing with her students, where she had all the students learn a Beatles song, and there was a mom of one of the kids who was like, no. My kid's not going to learn some druggy song.
Yeah.
which I was like, that's pretty funny.
What did your mom say?
I can't remember what she did. I don't think they did the song. I think they had to scrap it. You know, they had to respect the one complaint.
It's like when you hear your parents. Like my mom was like, yeah, my dad didn't like me listening to Elvis.
Oh yeah.
The hips, the hip movement, like. What?
Yeah.
Like, you should see the shit kids do today. Yeah. Like, it's way worse, you know.
Yeah. It's more. It's
too close. I'm hearing you like in my brain right now.
it's less. It's not conspicuous anymore. It's in your face.
It's blunt.
Yeah.
To put it lightly.
Yeah.
But hey, man. I'm all for it, dude.
I don't mind it, you know.
I'm on the train, bro.
I still remember listening to, you know, I Want to Take a Ride on a Disco Stick, that Lady Gaga song. Like, I still remember listening to that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember listening to that as a kid and thinking to myself, you know, there's something She's singing.
What is the meaning behind this?
There's something to this. I didn't know what it was, but I was like, this is something.
We should investigate.
And then listening to it now, it's like,
wow. I was telling Amanda today that when you're like kids, are just so curious.
Yeah.
Like you're just, they're instinctively, they just want to keep learning. They want to know what is happening. And and I just love that you say that, because as a kid and you hear something, you're like, I don't really understand the meaning of that, but
you're so curious.
You're curious,
but you can't find an answer.
And you're like, why do my parents understand? I don't. It's like you're going deeper and deeper, and then you finally found out, and you're like whoa.
Yeah.
Right. All right, man. Well, this was a good one. I think
it was.
I think it was a good one.
It was.
For sure.
And dude, I'm excited for the next one now that you have us. You got us these toys.
Yeah. Let's try and put them in the camera shot a little bit. I guess they can see it, but
yeah. I mean, we got these.
That's pretty sweet, right?
We got I mean, look at that. I can bring it out here and bring it in here so I can really make Ryan uncomfortable with how. Yeah.
I think what we need is actually like
leave in the comments down below
counting.
If I'm super loud,
Well, I can see that you're loud because we have the
according to Ryan, I'm super loud. But let me know what you think about it.
Okay.
Say like, Frank, put the mic away from your fucking face. Okay? Talking way too fucking loud.
All right.
I was in the gym. I was about to do the set, and then your voice fucking shook my ears, and I dropped the goddamn dumbbell on my foot.
You broke my AirPods.
Okay, yeah.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
I think, it was a good podcast for sure.
It was a good one. Next week,
shout out to Kobe. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace,
Shout
Kobe.
out to the Bryan family. SF City College, good luck.
Good luck.
I'm rooting for you.
With the free route.
Make it happen, because I'm all for free college. And I just moved back to him. That was literally the summary of everything we just did.
That was it, yeah.
And then Uncut Gems.
And go see Uncut Gems and watch Community. Yeah.
All right, brother.
All right.
White Claw Wednesdays, baby. Cheers.
Cheers to episode 4.